You should be really glad that you came to Mass this morning, 11 o'clock. Because I have a secret that I need to share with all of you, a secret I've been carrying around now for a couple of weeks, and it's weighing heavily upon my shoulders. I said to myself, it's 11 o'clock Mass today that I'm going to share this secret. Now, I don't want to say the secret too loud because I don't want the secret to go beyond those glass doors. So I need you to lean in just a little bit further. Just lean in so I can tell you the secret. And before I tell you the secret, I need you to swear to me that you will not tell anyone this secret. I just want this secret kept between you and I. Do I have your promise you'll keep this secret to yourself? By nodding, let me see. I see some folks going that way and some folks going that way. Well, I got to tell you the secret. I just got to get off my shoulders. Here's the secret. No, I'm not going to tell you the secret. Bring it. And the reason why I'm not going to tell you the secret is based upon today's gospel reading. Now, the full text of the gospel I just read comes from the 10th chapter of Matthew, verses 26 to 33. But it is verse 26 that made me say to myself, no, I cannot share this secret. Let's take a look at verse 26 of the 10th chapter of Matthew. This is powerful. Jesus said to the 12, fear no one. Nothing is concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Now, the very first part, it is there because it's a very important entrance into that verse itself. Jesus said to his disciples, Jesus isn't talking to the scribes and the Pharisees. He isn't talking to the Gentiles. He's talking to this homogeneous group called his disciples. He gathered his disciples together because he's just about ready to send the disciples out of the mission territory. And he wants his disciples to be effective. So he's going to share with them some very valuable information. Jesus realizes what? People are going to listen to what the disciples say. They're going to follow what the disciples do. So he wants to make sure disciples listen. I got to tell you some very important information. What's the information? Fear no one. And this is how you fear no one. Nothing is concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be made known. What Jesus Christ is saying to his disciples, fellas, look, when it is nighttime, when evening comes around and your work day is over, be careful what you do. If you stop off at a pub somewhere in your mission territory, be careful how you act. Do not make a secret. Do not do something wrong that might be embarrassing, and you just might get caught. You see, secrets by their very nature are dark and they're dubious. If you graduate high school valedictorian, never keep that a secret. Don't tell anyone. I just graduated the valedictorian. Everyone stands on a rooftop and shares that. If you get promoted at work, that's something you share. So secrets have a tendency to be negative. What Jesus Christ is saying, look, whatever you do, be careful. If you make a secret that you don't want anyone to find out about, eventually what's going to happen? Eventually that secret gets to be known. And in today's world, with cell phones and cameras and recorders, that's definitely going to be known. You never know who's watching. You never know who's got their camera on you, and they're recording what you're doing and what you're saying. Then all of a sudden you say to yourself, uh-oh, my secret is no longer a secret. Jesus telling his disciples, look, if you preach good and you live a good message, people are going to follow you. If you preach well, live a bad life, people will not follow you. Some years ago, my brother and I went to a ball game, non-Steeler game. And as we're approaching Heinz Field, we're listening to a talk show with Twin Chilkin and Greg Wolfman. People are calling in saying what the Steelers need to do to beat the Ravens. This one little boy calls in and he says, I know the secret formula. The Steelers, if they follow my secret formula, they'll be able to beat the Ravens. Now, we're approaching Heinz Field, and I'm getting really excited. It's getting close to 1 o'clock. And you know, when you get that close to Heinz Field, you got to park the car. You just want to park the car on the road and run to the stadium. You're just getting jacked up inside. Now, this little boy said to Twin Chilkin, I know exactly the secret formula for beating the Ravens. And Twin Chilkin said to the little boy, he's not about 12, 13 years old. He said to the little boy, well, what is the secret formula? Little boy said, well, if they follow my secret formula, the Steelers, no question about it, they'll beat the Ravens. And Twin Chilkin said to the little boy, well, son, can you tell us what the secret formula is? Little boy said, I can't tell you the secret formula for the Steelers to beat the Ravens. And Twit Jenkins said, why can't you tell us the secret formula? The little boy said, because the enemy might be listening. The Ravens coach, Harbaugh, might be listening to what I'm going to tell you, so I can't tell you the secret. You see, sometimes we can't tell the secret. And when you can't tell your secret, you live what? Fearing people. If you decide to share your secret with a friend, and typically secrets are dark by their very nature, because those are things we try to keep from people. You never keep from from others that which is positive in your life. If you share a secret with a friend, you better hope you're friends with that person for the rest of your life, especially if it is something that's extremely embarrassing. Because if you break friendship, what are you going to say to yourself? That person's going to say something to someone else. That's why Jesus says, fear no one. How do you keep from fearing people? You make sure you don't do anything wrong. You make sure that no one sees me doing something that's wrong, it's dubious, it's dark and ugly, that becomes my secret. Because if someone sees my secret, I now have to fear that person. That's some great advice. Now what does that mean for you this morning? Because Jesus tells his disciples that's 2,000 years old. But we're all his disciples. That's what you're doing here this morning. We're all a follower of Christ. So Jesus is saying to all of you, look, you are my ambassadors. How the world interprets who I am as Christ is based upon how you act in this world. When people know you are a Christian, when they know you have said that you're going to follow me, and then they watch you and listen to you and watch what you do. If it is dark and ugly, they're going to say what? Christianity is a bunch of hypocrisy. Because this guy, that person, that one over there claims they're Christian, and I see them making and committing one secret after another. The way they live doesn't match what they say they are. So I'm going to leave you with that verse 26. That's powerful, but you want to make sure you live it. Now, you might be sitting there this morning and maybe you don't have any secrets, and that's beautiful. Because if you don't have any secrets you're keeping in your life, and you're hoping your wife, or your husband, your son or daughter, or a friend doesn't find out, then you can go to sleep at night and sleep like a baby, a clear conscience. That's the way to a good night's sleep. But if you have a secret this morning, you say to yourself, uh-oh, he's talking about secrets. I wonder if he found out my secret. I had someone tell me, not in this parish, but in another parish, a couple of people said to me, Father Kenneth, I got news for you. You ought to see how your parishioners act when you're not around. And I said, I got news for you. I see how they act when I'm around. So I can only imagine. This is a powerful message. I'll leave you with this. Jesus said to the 12, his disciples, now that's all of us, fear no one. Nothing is concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. If you don't want anyone to ever find out your secret, your best bet is to never make a secret in the first place. Because verse 26, chapter 10 of Matthew, is in fact correct. I would